the guard positions on both sides.
And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Terry Rozier is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Achua in at the 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achua. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, the Heat. Tatum a screen on Powell. And here's Brown for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can see the work Jaylen Brown has put in to become a range shooter. Nice.
Launches it, and Tyler Hero gets a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Tatum. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jayson Tatum maintaining his concentration?
Rozier against Simons. Oh, good D by Boucher.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Tatum. Miami grabs the miss. Powell passes to Hero. Rozier from outside. And again, Miami with a triple.
Well, in the catch-and-shoot game, Terry Rozier as good as it gets.
Pass to Tatum. Just over a minute and a half in. And finished off by Tatum.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Known as one of the most successful teams in NBA history, the Boston Celtics continue to add to their legacy, Doris.
Yeah, BA, this is a roster that completely understands how special it is to play for this organization. They also are mindful of the weight of expectation that comes with it. Championships are their history. Championships are what is expected.
And the Celtics another 3.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
Up top, Hero. He's guarded by White. Here's Rozier. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Simons finds Tatum. Top of the key. Achua with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Rozier outside. Pass to Hero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Boucher. Well, Grant, the pace that the Heat like to play is a little slower compared to other teams.
Yeah, BA, more methodical, definitely. They don't just jack up shots and run quick plays. They're very patient, and they look for the best scoring option.
Rozier outside. From deep. It's hauled in by White. Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Brown. Now here's Boucher. Simons outside. Outside Tatum. The 3. Boston no good that time either. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 2. Hero against Tatum. Adebayo, a screen on Tatum. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Achua with it. Shoots over Simons. Achua can't hit. Achua against Tatum. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Up top, Rozier. He's covered by Simons. Rozier can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Left side, Brown. Back to Boucher. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Achua with a rebound. Miami trailing. Now here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Adebayo passes to Powell. Shot from 12. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, the more Norman Powell makes these shots, the more confidence he gains, the more of a problem he becomes.
Tatum from long range. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Rozier can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Miami. Mitchell comes in for Hero. Well, Doris, when he's off the court, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken advocate for education.
What I love about Jaylen B.A. is that he's about so much more than basketball. This young man has a passion for learning. It's a very admirable cause he has tried to be outspoken for. You love the superstar level effort between the lines and outside the lines.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Rozier against White. Wiggins for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in, and he nails the third. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Simons. Brown's got 8.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now. Relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Mitchell finds Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
There's Simons with a 3, and it's Miami with a rebound. And it's Powell off the drive. Here's Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 5. Adebayo passes to Rozier. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
All right, guys, let's get your take. On the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Now here's Mitchell. Still no points. Count it. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. And here's Tatum. Takes the 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Jayson Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Outside Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
And the bucket is good. Tatum's got 17.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Leading by 5, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jayson Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And so Tatum nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Hero. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
To the inside. No good with a layup. Boston has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Tillman passes to Pritchard. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Tillman with a screen. Tatum from long range.
Well, disrupting the shooter there, and I really think Wiggins has got the defensive tools to be an impact player on that end.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 7. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Tyler Hero. He's out there with Mitchell. And it's Jaquez in at the power forward spot. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Heat always focus on the big prize. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, winning a championship can be done in a lot of different ways. The game is played on both sides of the floor with IQ and with toughness, making plays in those winning moments. It's not necessarily what everybody thinks it is. Brian?
Oh, he would know, Allie. Thank you. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, Jayson Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Tillman with a screen. There's Tatum with the 3. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The shot from 20 feet out. Another one falls for Boston.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. Wiggins outside. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Tatum from long range. Here's Garza. Pass to Hauser. Now Tatum. And the layup falls. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
So skilled at keeping his balance through the contact. Jayson Tatum doing work.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Mitchell.
Once again, Celtics faithful.
Hero against Tatum. Inside, the steal. Here's Tillman, yet to see a basket. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And so here is Miami. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. Hero against Tatum. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got 31 points.
Just tremendous understanding. And fundamental basketball by Jayson Tatum in pick and roll action. Beautiful.
Here's Rozier. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Rozier, the third.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And discussing the game of Terry Rozier, Doris, what's something that impresses you about him?
Probably B.A., his confidence in his game. He's so aggressive and opportunistic on the offensive end. Sometimes you've got to find guys who put the ball in the basket, period. And that's Terry Rozier.
Doris, we live in the era of advanced analytics. Numbers about everything. You think there's a stat that deserves more love?
You are so right about the analytics. They can tell us what the high-value shots are, what kinds of players you'd like to have on the offensive end. Here's the one thing teams struggle with: how to define quality defense. And the challenge is the floor is so spaced and the shooting is so good that perhaps we need to come up with different metrics to define good defense. That's one key area. Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jayson Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Pass to Wiggins. Puts up a three. Garza grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. There's Tatum with the three. Miami grabs the miss. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Rozier. Shot is off. He's 5 for 11 in this one. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Rozier. And some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Garza. And it's White in for Pritchard. Achua's checked in for Miami. Outside Tatum. Boucher on the screen. Tatum like a freight train coming. That one is off. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
He saw the lane and he drew the whistle. Hero banging through.
At the line for the Heat.
And so Hero nails both of them. And so it's Boston with it. A 12-point game. Boucher a screen on Wiggins. The drive by Tatum. Oh, look out! A strong take by Tatum.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jayson Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
For Miami, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Achua with a screen on Simons. Achua with the dunk.
To me, this is where Terry Rozier can absolutely punish you. With the shot or on the pass and pick and roll, he's a problem.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Simons. Launches a three. Miami grabs the miss. Hero, the pass to Rozier. Here's Powell. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
A different look for Miami. Adebayo's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Hero. Adebayo passes to Achua. 6 to shoot. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. White on the wing. Back to Brown. Pass to Simons. 2 points. That one goes. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
The first free throw is good. The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And so Tatum nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now Rozier. He's got 11. And it's blocked.
That's Nice anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
Brown passes to White. Boucher a screen on Rozier. White for three. Adebayo grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wiggins finds Mitchell. Rozier outside. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from 14. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's deflected.
How about the anticipation from Terry Rozier? Excellent defensive play.
Wiggins from long range. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. And Boston calls time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Pass to Hero. Now here's Powell. Rozier outside. Here's Jaquez. The 3 is up. And again, Miami with a triple.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
And it's Simons missing.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Hero against White. Now here's Hero. Defense is right there. White with the steal. Pass to Simons. The baseline J. Again, Simons missing. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 10. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That'll be a second foul of the game. Rozier with it. 11 points in the game. Offline with a 3.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Kick out to Brown. From behind the arc. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick-and-roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
Hero against White.
Celtics foul. Derek White. Second personal foul. 15.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Heat.
And so Hero nails both of them. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Brown. And here's Simons outside. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Jayson Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Jayson Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
White and Brown in the 2 and the 3. Chris Boucher out there with Jayson Tatum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Tatum a screen on Rozier. Here's Simons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's off.
Foul. First team foul. At the line for 2.
Good on the second one. And here are the Heat now. 11-point game. Adebayo, a screen on White. Pass to Powell. And the deficit down inside single digits.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Simons passes to Tatum. And here's Boucher, hounded by Adebayo. Boucher, a screen on Achua. Out to Simons. Back to Tatum. 5 on the clock. Boucher, a screen on Achua. Tatum with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
When you have an offensive arsenal as complete as Jayson Tatum's, the shot clock doesn't bother you. I love that.
Hero, the pass to Rozier. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Hero. Tatum pulls it in. Here's White. Miami grabs the miss. Achua's got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell finds Achua. Rozier with it. From the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Rozier's got 14.
Rozier loves these moments. Pride in nailing the comeback 3.
And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Hero outside. Rozier outside. Brown against Powell. Three-pointer. And it's Jayson Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum a screen on Hero. And here's Simons outside. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Simons with a steal.
Nice defense. Reading the play, using some quick hands to take it away.
Back to White. Tatum against Hero. Tatum drives in and finished off by Tatum.
Wow, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jayson Tatum.
Boucher against Rozier. Pass to Adebayo. Rozier outside. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
3.
Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
I love the Jayson Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Hero for 3. The rebound, Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Tatum finds Boucher. Stolen by Rozier.
Boston.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. They've made the most of their chances there as well.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Tillman's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Simons outside. Tillman with a screen. Fires the 3. And it's Simons missing. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 13. and he lobs it up top. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Boucher on the screen. It's hauled in by the Heat. Powell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
You know, one guy who really thrives on heavy usage, Terry Rozier.
B.A., this is a guy who's more than capable of being a catalyst nightly on the offensive end of the floor. Just feels like his energy and his focus and his willingness to be assertive as a scorer has a positive impact nightly.
Hero, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tatum against Powell. The kick to Tatum for 3. Jayson Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jayson Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Make some noise for some teacher.
Gators checked in for Tillman. And Miami with a change here too. Mitchell's checked in. Here's Mitchell. Driving to the basket. Chalk up 2 there. Mitchell's gotten his 2nd bucket.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Tatum from long range. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jaylen Brown has shown steady development over his career. He said, quote, every year presents different challenges. I think that's the fun part about basketball, that it's not the same. You got to be flexible, you got to be durable, and you have to be able to grow with the game. Brian?
Allie, he keeps getting better and better. Thanks for that. Good stuff. Tatum against Powell. Look at Tatum using his length.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
From the line, Adebayo, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Simons passes to Pritchard. Boucher a screen on Mitchell. Here's Pritchard. Goes back up. And no problem from Boucher as he finishes at the rim. And it's a 12-point Boston lead. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking. Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Pass to Simons. Now Tatum. Takes a 3. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Jovic. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 15 in the 3rd quarter. Wiggins has space. On the wing, Mitchell. Off target from 3-point range. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the 2nd half. 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Pritchard, checked by Mitchell. They set the screen. Here's the 3. Pritchard, no good. And for Miami, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Miami, no good that time either.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez, and he gets that one. Jaquez has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
The kick to Tatum. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Davion Mitchell. He's out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Wiggins in at the three, the small forward. Tatum draws the double. Garza passes to Tatum. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Goes up again. It's hauled in by the Heat. Hero outside. Here's Mitchell. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got his fourth rebound in this one. Back to Tatum. Oh, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And the call will be against Jayson. Tatum. That'll be a second foul of the game. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Boucher's checked in for Tillman. Brown comes in for Hauser. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Garza. And it's White in for Pritchard. Mitchell.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he drops it first.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. All right, time for an injury report. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce. She's got an injury update on Norm Powell. What do you have, Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with the Heat's head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. While not severe, this is still a serious diagnosis that usually keeps guys off the court for a short period. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
Pass to Jaquez. Mitchell against White. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Tatum. He got it again. Sensational.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Hero. Tries again. The kick out to Wiggins. Wiggins for the triple.
Well, increasing consistency from range. This is one of the things Andrew Wiggins is working on.
Boucher a screen on Mitchell. Down low. And finished off by Boucher.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. To the left wing. Off target with the three. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
Achua's checked in for Miami, and that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Wiggins finds Mitchell. And here's Wiggins. Shoots over Brown. Wiggins, no good. The Celtics have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Tatum. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
We know that Jayson Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
Some changes for Boston. Tillman's checked in for Boucher. Guard Garza comes in for Jaylen Brown, and Pritchard is subbed in for White. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's in there. Pritchard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Simons against Hero. Goes up from the top of the key, and he connects with a jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Tatum can't hit. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Now here's Hero. Not a lot of room. Rozier, a good look. Garza grabs the board.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Simons against Adebayo. And it's Simons missing. And for the Heat, they're shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Rozier outside. Garza grabs the board. Garza's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Heat shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Timeout called the Heat.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
Well, I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jayson Tatum.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And that one falls for Hero. Boston's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Tatum passes to White. Back to Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 57 points.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Rozier from outside. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. White for 3. On target from range.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir. I'm putting this one home.
Rozier from outside. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got rebound number 7 tonight. From outside the arc. Here's Tatum. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Rozier finds Achua. To halt the run. Good work defensively by White. Boston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. A nice shot by Brown.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Hero for 3. Boston with a rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Adebayo sets a screen. It's Hero on the take. He can't get it to go. Count it. Good.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Outside, Brown. Drops in the 3. Brown's got 8 here in this quarter.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jayson Tatum.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Outside, Brown. Here's Tatum. And another one.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. To the inside. Here's Achua. The shot that time not on target. Tatum with some nice D. Outside White. Fires for 3. Miami grabs the miss. From the wing. And it's Rozier. That time on the assist by Wiggins.
Sometimes the defense is willing to contest that in-between game, and Terry Rozier says, listen, if it's a bucket, I'll take it.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Rozier can't get it to go. Outside, Brown. And the Celtics another 3.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And the call will be against Derek White. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Mitchell.
On the court.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.